Square root. The basic or fundamental rules governing the extraction of the square root are as follows. 1. The given number is first arranged in two-digit groups from right to left, and single digit, if any, left over at the left-hand end is counted as a simple group by itself. Second, the number of digits in the square root will be the same as the number of digit groups in the given number itself, including a single digit if any, such if there be. Thus, 16 will count as one group, 144 as two groups, and 1024 as two groups. Third, so if the square root contains n digits, the square must consist of 2n or 2n minus 1 digit. Fourth, and conversely, if the given number has n digits, the square root will contain n by 2 or n plus 1 by 2 digits. But in cases of pure decimals, the number of digits in the square is always double that in the square root. The squares of the first 9 natural numbers are 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, and 81. This means that an exact square cannot end in 2, 3, 7, or 8. That a complete square ending in 1 must have either 1 or 9 as the last digit of its square root, 1 or 9. That a square can end in 4 only if the square root ends in 2 or 8. 2 or 8. That the ending of a square in 5 or 0 means that the square root 2 ends in 5 or 0 respectively. That a square ending in 6 must have 4 or 6 as the last digit in its square root, 4 or 6. That determination of an exact square in 9 is possible only if the square root ends in 3 or 7. In other words, this may be more briefly formulated thus, that 1, 5, 6 and 0 at the end of a number reproduce themselves as the last digits in its square. 1, 5, 6 and 0 at the end of a number reproduce themselves as the last digits in its square. That squares of complements from 10 have the same last digit. Thus, 1 square and 9 square, 2 square and 8 square, 3 square and 7 square, 4 square and 6 square, 5 square, and 0 square and 10 square have the same ending, namely 1, 4, 9, 6, 5 and 0 respectively, and that 2, 3, 7 and 8 are out of court altogether as the final digit of a perfect square. Modus operandi of straight squaring. The procedure of straight squaring as inculcated in the Vedic Sutras is precisely the same as in straight division, but with this difference, namely that in the former the divisor should be exactly double the first digit of the square root. Note, as a single digit can never be more than 9, it follows therefore that in our method of straight squaring, no divisor above 18 is necessary. We may of course voluntarily choose to deal with larger numbers, but there is no need to do so. Proof to the contrary. A number cannot be an exact square in the following circumstances. If it ends in 2, 3, 7 or 8. If it terminates in an odd number of zeros, for example 1000, 25,000, etc. If its last digit is 6, but its penultimate digit is even. For example, 46, 86, 126, etc. If its last digit is not 6, but its penultimate digit is odd, for example 34, 72, etc. And if even though the number be even, its last two digits taken together are not divisible by 4. For example 246, 386, etc. And a square root cannot be correct if it fails to fulfill any of the requirements herein above indicated. In the chapter on square of and cube, we have used Dvandva Yoga Sutra for straight squaring of numbers. We make use of the same sutra for calculating square root of numbers. Reproduced below are the formulae in Dvandva Yoga to be used in calculation of square root of numbers. D1 square, step 1 is D1 square. 1 is 1 denotes the number of digits. D2 square, that is 2 digits. Step 1 is D1 square. Step 2 is 2 into D1 into D2. And step 3 is D2 square. D3 square, that is 3 digits number square. D1 square, second step 2 into D1 into D2. Third step is 2 into D1 into D3 plus D2 square. Step 4 is 2 into D2 into D3. And step 5 is D3 square. 4-digit number square, that is D4 square. Step 1 is D1 square. Step 2 is 2 into D1 into D2. Step 3 is 2 into D1 into D3 plus D2 square. Step 4 is 2 into D1 into D4 plus 2 into D2 plus into D3. Step 5 is 2 into D2 into D4 plus D3 square. Step 6 is 2 into D3 into D4 and step 7 is D4 square. If it is 5-digit number square, D5 square, step 1 is D1 square, step 2 is 2 into D1 into D2, step 3 is 2 into D1 into D3 plus D2 square, step 4 is 2 into D1 into D4 plus 2 into D2 into D3. Step 5 is 2 into D1 into D5 plus 2 into D2 into D4 plus D3 square. Step 6 is 2 into D2 into D5 plus 2 into D3 into D4. Step 7 is 2 into D3 into D5 plus D4 square. Step 8 is 2 into D4 into D5 and step 9 is D5 square. Let us take an example and see the procedure to calculate square root of a number. Example: calculate square root of 552049. Step 1. Arrange the number in 2-digit groups from right to left. If the leftmost group has single digit, it becomes a single group by itself. So 49, 20, 55. Insert a slant line next to the leftmost group after 55 and write the next digits with some space in between. So there is space between 2 and 0, 0 and 4, 4 and 9, etc. Leave a blank line below the number and draw a horizontal line for writing answer. Draw a slant line below the upper slant line. Check the figure before slant line and see what is the maximum square that can be deducted from this figure. Write square root as first answer. So our number is 55. So 49 is maximum square that can be deducted from this figure. And square root of 49 9 is 7. So 7 square equal to 49 is maximum square below 55. So we write 7 as answer and 55 minus 49 equal to 6 as difference before 2 in the lower line. Also 7 into 2 equal to 14 is to be written in the middle line before 55. This 14 is divisor for further calculations. Step 6. 55 minus 49 that is 7 square equal to 6 and 2 that is 62 becomes next gross dividend. There is nothing to subtract from this figure and dividing by 14 we get 4 as quotient. 14 into 4 is 14 for the 56 and remainder is 6. So we write 4 in the lower line and 6 in the middle line. So step 7 now gross dividend is 60. As per Dvandva Yoga, we deduct 4, we subtract 4 square that is 16 from this 60 and get 44. 60 minus 16 is 44. When we divide this by 14, we get 3 as answer and remainder 2 to be written before 4. Now we get 24 as gross dividend from which we deduct Dvandva Yoga of 4 and 3 that is 2 into 4 into 3 that is equal to 24. So we divide 0 by 14 and get answer 0 and remainder 0. In the figure 55, 20, 2049, we have three groups of 55, 20 and 49. Hence our square root should have only 3 digits and that is 7, 4, 3. So square root of 55, 20, 49 is 7, 4, 3. Example 1. Find square root of 20736. 2. There are three groups 36, 07 and 2. So 2 is first group, slant line is after 2. 2 square root below 2 is 1. So we write 1 as answer and difference 2 minus 1 square equal to 1. So and 1 into 2, 2 becomes divisor. Now 10 divided by 2 is 4 quotient and remainder is 2. 27 minus 1 by yoga 4 square. 4 square is 16 so 11. 11 by 2 is quotient 5 and remainder 1. But next gross dividend is 13. But 13 minus Dvandva Yoga 2 into 4 into 5 equal to 27 minus 27. So instead of 5 we consider Q equal to 4 and remainder R equal to 3. So 33 is gross dividend and Dvandva Yoga 2 into 4 into 4 equal to 32. So 33 minus 32 is 1. So Q equal to 0 and remainder is 1. Now 16 is gross dividend and Dvandva Yoga 2 into 4 into 0 plus 4 square, that is equal to 16. So 16 minus 16 is 0. So Q equal to 0 and remainder is 0. In the figure of 20736, we have three groups of 207 and 36. Hence our square root should have only three digits, which is 144. Hence square root of 20736 is 144. Example 2. Find square root of 529. 29 is first group and 5 is second group. Slant line after 5. Maximum square below 5 is 4. That is 2 square. 2 is written down. 2 multiplied by 2, 4 is taken as divisor. 5 minus 4, 2 square is 1. So 1 is taken on as remainder. Now 12 is first dividend. 12, there is no direction. So 12 divided by 4 is 3. Now 0, remainder is 0. 12 divided by 4 equal to 3 and remainder 0. 9 is next dividend. Dvandva yoga 09 minus Dvandva yoga 3 square equal to 9 minus 9. So 9 minus 9 is 0. So 5 and 29 are two groups in 529. So square root should have two digits, that is 23. Example third, find square root of 3249. 49 is first group, 32 is second group. Maximum square below 32 is 25, that is pi square. Pi is written down as an initial answer. 5 multiplied by 2 is 10, that is taken as divisor. 32 minus 25 is 7. 74 is first dividend. 74 divided by 10 is 7. Now and remainder is 4. So 49 is gross dividend minus Dvandva yoga of 7 square, that is 49. So 49 minus 49 is 0. So two groups 32 and 49 in 3249. Square root should have two digits, that is 57. Example 4th, find square root of 4096. 96 is first group, 40 is second group. Maximum square below 40 is 36. 6 square. 6 into 2 is 12, that is divisor. 40 minus 36 is 4. 4 balance is taken as remainder. Then 49 is the first dividend. There is no direction. 49 divided by 12 is 4 is quotient and 1 is remainder. Now 16 is next dividend. 16 minus 1 by yoga of 4 square, that is 16. So 16 minus 16 is 0. Two groups of two groups 40 and 96 in 40 96, and square root should have two digits, that is 64. Example 5, find square root of 16384. 84 is first group, 63 is second, and 1 is third group. Maximum square below 1 is 1. Square root also is 1. 1 multiplied by 2, 2 is divisor, and 1 minus 1, 0. 6 is first dividend. There is no direction to be made. So 6 divided by 2, 2 is quotient and 2 is remainder. Now 23 is next dividend, minus 1 by yoga of 2, that is 2 square equal to 4. So 23 minus 4 is 19. 19 divided by 2. We take 8 as quotient and 3 as remainder. Now 38 is next dividend, gross dividend, minus 1 by yoga of 2 into 2 into 8, that is 32. So 38 minus 32 is 6. 64 is, sorry, 6 divided by 2. 0 is taken as quotient and 6 as remainder. So 64 is next dividend. Now 64 gross dividend, minus 2 into 2 into 0 plus 8 square. 2 into 2 into 0 is 0. 8 square is 64. So 64 minus 64 is 0. 0 is quotient. Now there are three groups in 16384, that is 1663 and 84. So square root should have three digits, that is 128. That is the square root. Now next example 6, find square root of 69906321. Now there are four groups, 21, 63, 90 and 69. Maximum square below 69 is 64 and square root is 8. So 8 multiplied by 2, 16 is divisor. 69 minus 64, 5 is remainder. So 59 is first dividend. There is no reaction. 59 divided by 16 is 3. 16 3s are 48 and 11 is remainder. Now next dividend is 110 minus 1 by yoga of 3 square, 9. So 110 minus 9 equal to 101. 101 divided by 16, we get 6 as quotient. 16 6 are 96 and 5 as remainder. Now 56 is next dividend, minus 1 by yoga of 2 into 3 into 6, that is 18 to the 36. 56 minus 36 is 20. So 20 divided by 16, 1 is quotient and 4 is remainder. Now 43 is next dividend and 1 by yoga is 2 into 3 into 1, that is 6, plus 6 square, that is 36. So 36 plus 6, 42. 43 minus 42 is 1. So 16, 1 divided by 16, quotient is 0 and remainder is 1. Now 12 is next dividend. Is next dividend. There also the 1 by yoga is 2 into 3 into 0 plus 2 into 6 into 1, that is 12. 2 into 3 into 0 is 0 and 2 into 6 into 1 is 12. So 12 minus 12 is 0. So quotient is 0 and remainder also 0. Now there are four groups as we saw in the dividend, 69906321. So square root should have four digits, that is 8361. Now example 7, find square root of 732108. Now there are three groups, 08, 21 and 73. Now maximum square below 73 is again 64. 8 is square root, 8 twos are 16 is divisor, and 73 minus 864 is 9. So 92 is first dividend divided by 16. So 16 by the 80, 5 is dividend, 5 is quotient, and 12 is remainder. So 121 is first dividend minus Dvandva Yoga of 5 square, that is 25. 121 minus 25 is 96. So 96 divided by 16. We take 5 as quotient, not 6, and 16 is remainder. So 160 is next dividend minus Dvandva Yoga of 2 into 5 into 5, that is 50. 160 minus 50 is 110. 110 divided by 16, that is 6 is dividend, I mean quotient, that is 96. 16 6 are 96 is quotient, and 14 is remainder. Now 148 is next dividend. Dvandva Yoga is 2 into 5 into 6 plus 5 square, that is 30, 30 and into 2, 60 plus 5 square 25. So 60 plus 25, 85. 148 minus 85 is 63. 63 divided by 16. We take 3 as quotient. 16 3s are 48, and 15 is remainder. So 150 is next dividend. Bandhva Yoga is 2 into 5 into 3 plus 2 into 5 into 6, that is uh, 15 into 2 30, and 60 90. So 150 minus 90 is 60. 60 is dividend divided by 16. We again get 3 quotient. 16 3 is 48, and 12 is remainder. Now 120 is dividend. 120 is dividend. Dvandva Yoga is 2 into 5 into 3 plus 2 into 5 into 3 plus 6 square. So 30 plus 30 60 plus 36 96. 120 minus 96 is 24. 24 divided by 16 is 1 is quotient, and 8 is remainder. So there are 3 groups. So the square root should have 3 digits, that is 855.63310. That is the square root. Example 8. Find square root of 167.387. Since the figure is not a full number but has a decimal, the digit groups are taken from decimal point towards left. So in this case, there are only two groups, 67 and 1. Now 1 brought down maximum square of below 1 is 1. So 1 multiplied by 2, 2 is divisor, and 1 minus 1 is 0 is remainder. Now 0 6 is first dividend. There is nothing to be subtracted here. So 6 divided by 2, we get 2 as quotient and 2 as remainder. Now next dividend is 27 minus Dvandva Yoga 2 square, that is 4. So the dividend resultant dividend is 23. 23 divided by 2, 9 is taken as dividend, and 2 multiplied by 9, so 18, and 5 is next remainder. Now 53 is next dividend. Dvandva yoga is 2 into 9, that is 18 into 2, 36. 53 minus 36 is 17. Now 17 divided by 2, we get 3 as a quotient and 11 as remainder. Now 118 is dividend minus Dvandva yoga 2 into 3 plus 9 square, that is 6 into 2, 12 plus 81. So 118 minus 81 and 16 is 97. So 25 is the result, divisor, final dividend to be divided by 2. So 25 divided by 2, 7 is taken as quotient, and again 11 is remainder. So 117 is dividend. Dvandva yoga 2 into 7, that is 14 into 2, 28, plus 2 into 9 into 3, 27 into 2, 54, plus 28, 54 plus 28 is 82. 117 minus 82 is 35. The figure has two groups, 1 and 67. So square root has two digits, and square root of 167.387 is 12.9378. Example 9. Find square root of 5.8236. Since the figure is not a full number but has a decimal, digit groups are taken from decimal point towards left. So in this case there is only one group, 5. 5 is the dividend. Biggest square below 5 is 4. So square root is 2, that is taken down by below the line. 2 multiplied by 2, 4 is the divisor now. And 5 minus 4, 1 is remainder. So 18 is first dividend. There is nothing to be subtracted. So 18 divided by 4 is 4. 16 and 2 is remainder. Now next dividend is 22 minus Dvandva yoga of 4 square, that is 16. 22 minus 16 is 6. 6 divided by 4 is 1 and 2 is remainder. Next dividend is 23. Dvandva yoga is 2 into 4 into 1, that is 8. So 23 minus 8 is 15. 15 divided by 4, 3, that is 12. 3 is quotient and 3 is remainder. Next dividend is 36. And Dvandva yoga is 2 into 4 into 3, that is 12 into 2, 24, plus 1 square, 1, 25. 36 minus 25 is 11. So 11 divided by 4 is 2 quotient and 3 is remainder. Now the figure has one group, 5. So square root has one digit, hence square root of 5.8236 is 2.4132. Example 10. Find square root of 246.8. Since the figure is not a full number but has a decimal, these digit groups are taken from decimal point towards left. So in this case there are only two groups, 2 and 46. Since 15 square equal to 225, we consider 246 before slant line and number 8 after slant line. So maximum square below 246 is 225, 15 square. So 15 square root is written below the line. 15 multiplied by 230 is taken as divisor, and the balance 246 minus 225 is 21. So 218 is per dividend, nothing to be subtracted here. So quotient, the 218 divided by 30, quotient is 7, remainder is 8. 80 is the dividend. 80 minus 7 square, 1 by over 7 square, that is 49. So 80 minus 30, 49 is 31. Now 31, if we divide by 30, we get 1 as the quotient. But next dividend would be 10, which will be less than 2 into 7 into 1, that is 14. So we do not take one as quotient, and we take 0 as quotient. So 31 is next remainder, 310 is next dividend, 310 minus 2 into 7 into 0, that is 0. So 310 divided by 30, we take 9 as quotient, and balance is 40. So 400 is next dividend. Sorry. 400 is next dividend, minus 2 into 7 into 9 plus 0 square, that is 63 multiplied by 2, 126. So 400 minus 126 is 274. So 274 divided by 30, we take 8 as a quotient, and 34 is remainder. Now 340 is next dividend, minus 2 into 7 into 8 plus 2 into 0 into 9, that is 56 into 2, 112. 340 minus 112 is 228, divided by 30, we get 7 as 30 into 37, the 210 is quotient, and 18 is the remainder. Next dividend is 180. Dvandva yoga is 2 into 7 into 7 plus 2 into 0 into 8 plus 9 square. So 49 into 2 is 98 plus 81, that is 179. 180 minus 179 is 1. 1 is the remainder. The figure has two groups, 2 and 46. So square root has two digits. Hence square root of 246.8 is 15.70987. Whenever one has to calculate square root of a number less than 1, that is a number with all decimals, he has to make two-digit groups of the number on right hand side of the decimal point. If one has to calculate square root of 0.000934, the groups would be 000913, 13 and 4. One has to put 0 in the first place as square root for 00 in the first group. So 0 is the first 0, then 09 is next group, maximum square is 3 only, and square is 09, and square root is 3. So 3 multiplied by 2 is 6 is the divisor, and 9 minus 9 is 0, that is taken as remainder. So 01 is dividend, divided by 6 is 0, So balance is again 1. 13 is next dividend. 13 minus Dvandva Yoga 0 square, that is 13. So 13 divided by 6 is 2 and remainder is 1. Now 14 is the next dividend, minus 2 into 0 into 2, Dvandva Yoga. So 14 is next dividend. 14 divided by 6 is 2 and quotient is 2 and remainder is 2. So square root of 0.00913 is 0.03022. Example 12, find square root of 0.74107 is the figure is less than 1. So there are three groups on the right side of a decimal point: 74, 10 and 7. So 74 first group, highest square below 74 is 64, square root is 8, 8 multiplied by 2, 16 is divisor, and 74 minus 64 is 10, that is the remainder. So 101 is first dividend, there is nothing to be subtracted. So 101 by 16, 6 is dividend quotient and 5 is remainder. 50 is next dividend, minus 6 square, the Dvandva Yoga of 6. So 50 minus 36, that is 14. So 0 is quotient and 14 is remainder. 147 is next dividend, minus 2 into 6 into 0, that is 147 only. We'll get 9. We can take 9 as the quotient, but the remainder will be 3. Next dividend would be 30, minus 2 into 6 into 9, that will give minus figure, negative figure. So we take quotient as 8 and dividend as, I mean, uh, remainder is 19. So 190 remainder, 190 is dividend, minus 2 into 6 into 8, that is 96. 190 minus 96 is 94. So next quotient is 5 and 14 is remainder. So 140 is next dividend, minus 2 into 6 into 5 plus 2 into 0 into 8, that is 60. So 140 minus 60 is 80. We take whole as 140 minus 80, minus 60, as 80 is balance figure divided by 16. So 4 is quotient and 16 is remainder. Square root of 0.74107 is 0.860854. 13, example 13, find square root of 0.00000092401. So three pairs of zeros are taken first beyond decimal point. 92 is first figure divided, highest square is 81 below 92. So square root is 9. 9 to the 18 is the divisor and 92 minus 81, 11 is balance. 114 is first dividend minus, there is nothing to be subtracted here. So 114, that gives you 6 as a dividend, 6 as quotient and 6 as remainder. So 60 is next remainder, but dividend minus 6 squares, that is 36. So 24 is next dividend, and next dividend 24. So it's 24 divided by 18. 1 is quotient and 6 is remainder. 61 is next dividend, minus 2 into 6 into 1, that is 12. 16, 61 minus 12 is 49. So 2 is quotient and 13 is remainder. Now square root of 0.000000092 is 0.0009612. Example 14. Find square root of 19. Now highest square below 19 is 60. Square root is 4. 4 to the 8 is divisor and 3 is the remainder. Now 30 is per division. No deduction from this figure. So 30 divided by 8 is 3 is quotient and remainder is 6. 60 is next division. Minus 3 square, that is 60 minus 9 is 51. 51 divided by 8 is 6 as quotient, but next remainder is 3 and next dividend is 30. So 30 minus 2 into 3 into 6 will give negative figure. Hence, quotient taken is 5 and 11 is remainder. Now next dividend is 110. 2 into 3 into 5, that is 30. 110 minus 30, that is 80. So we take 8 as quotient and 16 as remainder. 160 is next remainder, dividend. 2 into 3 into 8 plus 5 square, that is 48 plus 25 equal to 73, and balance is 87. So we take 8 as quotient and 23 as remainder. Now 230 is next dividend, minus 2 into 3 into 8 plus 2 into 5 into 8 equal to 48. 48 plus 80, 128. Balance is 102 divided by 8. So 9 is quotient and 30 is remainder. Now 300 is next dividend. 300 minus 2 into 3 into 9 plus 8, 8 square plus 5 into 8, that is 54 plus 64 plus 80, that is 198, and 102 is balance. So 102 divided by 8, 8 is quotient and 38 is remainder. Now 380 is next dividend, minus 2 into 3 into 8 plus 2 into 5 into 9 plus 2 into 8 into 8, that is 48 plus 90 plus 128 equal to 266. And so 380 minus 266, we get 114. Quotient we take 9 and remainder is 42. Now 420 is next dividend, minus 2 into 3 into 9 plus 2 into 8 into 9 plus 8 square. That is 54 plus 144 plus 64 equal to 262. Balance is 158 and quotient is 4 and remainder is 46. So 460 is next dividend minus 2 into 3 into 4 plus 2 into 5 into 9 plus 2 into 8 into 8 plus 2 into 8 into 9. That is 24 plus 90 plus 128 plus 144 equal to 386. So 460 minus 386 is 74. So we get quotient as 3 and remainder as 50. So square root of 19 is 4.3588989435. Now exercise. Calculate square root of the following numbers: 1 35761, 2 6787973, 3 4553956, 4 44930209, fifth is 2146005625, sixth is 5360329796, seventh 1234533175, eighth is 2346.4215, ninth is 584485.29, 10th is 987654.321, 11th is 806044.84, 12th is 1124.6912, 13th is 145.27783, 14th 9.3789512, 15th 0.005587 and 16th is 0.0002753. Now another method of finding square root of non-perfect square. When one has to find out square root of non-perfect square which is near a perfect square, there is simple method which can be used to get square root easily. Example, suppose you have to find out square root of 27. Step 1, find nearby perfect square. In this case it is 25. Second step is calculate difference between perfect square and the number, that is 27 is 25 plus 2, so 2 is difference. Step 3, write square root of 25 plus 2 divided by 2 multiplied by 5. Now difference is to be divided by 2, fixed for all calculations with any number. So 2 is to be difference 2 is divided by 2 and square root of perfect square, that is 5. So 5 plus 2 divided by 2 into 5, that is 10. So 5 plus 2 divided by 10, that is 0.2. So answer is step 4. Square root of 27 is 5.2. Next examples we take. First example, find out square root of 24. Now 24 is 25 minus 1, that is 5 minus 1 divided by 2 into 5. 2 is fixed and 5 is square root of 25. So 5 minus 1 divided by 10, that is 4.9. Find square root of 65. Now 65 is 64 plus 1, that is 8. Square root of 64 is 8 plus 1 divided by 2 into 8. 8 is square root. So that is equal to 8 plus 1 by 16. 1 by 16 is 0.625. So the answer is 8.0625. 1/8 is 12.5% and 1/16 is 6.25%, that is 0.625. Third example, find out square root of 63. Again, 63 is 64 minus 1, that is 8 square root of 64 is 8 minus 1 divided by 2 into 8. 8 is square root. So 8 minus 1 by 16, that is 8 minus 0.0625, that is 7.9375. Example 4, find out square root of 50. Now 50 is 49 plus 1, 49 is 7 square plus 1, that is 1 divided by 2 into 7, square root of 49, 7. So answer is 7 plus 1 divided by 14. Now 1 by 7 is 14.28%. So 1 by 14 is 7.14%. That is 0.0714. So answer is 7 plus 0.0714, that is 7.0714. Uh, Example 5, find out square root of 92. 92 is 100 minus 8. 100, square root of 100 is 10. So 10 minus 8 divided by 2 into 10. 2 into 10 is 8 divided by 2 into 10 equal to 10 minus 4 by 10. That is 0.4. So 10 minus 0.4, that is equal to 9.6. Sixth example, find out square root of 125. 125 is 11 square 121 plus 4. So that gives you 11 plus 4 divided by 2 into 11. 11 plus, that is equal to 11 plus 2 by 11. So 11, 2 by 11 is 0.1818. So 11 plus 0.1818, that is 11.1818. 1 by 11 is 9.09%. So 2 by 11 is 18.18%, that is 0.1818. Seventh example, find out square root of 572. 572 is 576 minus 4. 576 is 24 square. So that gives 24 minus 4 divided by 2 multiplied by 24. 24 is square root. So that gives 24 plus 1 by 12. 1 by 12 is 24 minus 0.0833. That is equal to 23.9167. Eighth example is find out square root of 258. Now 16 square is 256. So 258 equal to 256 plus 2. That is 16 plus 2 divided by 2 into 16. That is equal to 16 plus 1 by 16. That is 16 plus 0.0625 equal to 16.0625. Find out square root of 750. Now 784 is 28 square. So 750 equal to 784, 28 square minus 34. That is equal 28 minus 34 divided by 2 into 28. Now that is equal to 28 minus 17 by 28, that is equal to zero point 0.6. So 28 minus zero point 0.6 equal to 27.4.